Hey, Cable, we're up in this shit. We're checking out the Nintendo 3DS. Yeah, I know. They're making another one. Whoop-de-doo. But, you know, I kind of got in trouble after my last review. So, you know. Here's a scoop. Nintendo must have noticed the recent success of big 3D movies like, you know, Avatar and Spy Kids 3D. And Nintendo responds by cooking up some new 3D shit of their own. 3D video games. It's a new concept. See, the 3DS is the first three-dimensional stereo immersive 32-bit video game system ever. The 3DS is so advanced it can't be viewed on conventional TV or LCD screens. The 3DS is a 3D game for a 3D world. 3D, for anyone who's not a huge nerd, that's code for three-dimensional. And what that is when some stuff looks like it's closer than the other stuff. And it's a neat idea, and it works in the real world pretty well. And I think people are trying to replicate that success. Because the closer to reality that you get with video games, you know, the better they get. That's pretty common knowledge, right?
I like the 3D much better than the 2D, because it just feels more realistic.
I used to think I knew what 3D meant. You know, I thought like, I don't know, Mario was 2D, and then like, GoldenEye was 3D. But apparently, none of that is 3D. See, the technical terminology for that is flat graphics, I think. So I picked this thing up, and, you know, instantly I just realized, we, the gaming community, have been lied to for years. That shit wasn't 3D at all. It was an optical illusion. Call of Duty and Halo, that shit was actually flat. And I know it's hard to comprehend what that really means. And this probably comes as a huge shock to all the gamers out there. But what they were actually doing is they were doing stuff to your eyeballs to make you think that you were seeing stuff in 3D that wasn't actually in 3D at all. But the 3DS comes along and it fixes that. It's actually in 3D. This isn't an optical illusion. It has 3 dimensions inside the console. And it's got this camera that proves that. See, the 3DS uses a processor to project a solid ultraviolet entity into the real world that only the 3DS can see. It's crazy shit, but science has come so far. And I kinda gotta wonder, like, why aren't we like healing people with this technology, or like making better jets, or going out into space? There's people dying of cancer and we're making 3D video games. Well, all I got to say to that is tough luck, scrubs! Gamers come first, cause we're the best. Holla!
Hello, Dark Gamer 666 line here with a review of Rayman for the DS3. This is a remake of an old game that came out for a whole bunch of systems about a guy with a really big nose. It starts off with this annoying guy who wakes you up and makes you touch a bunch of stuff that he takes out of his mouth. The game continues, you find out everything is really, really annoying and wants to talk to you just to waste your time. Rayman managed to gather a fan base of ugly people who wish that they were still children, but they aren't. What a bummer for those people. Easily the best part about this game is how long everything takes. Or the best part, I mean, it's the worst part. Everything takes forever in this game. I have no idea how I managed to sit through this when I was a kid. This game is so boring. I don't think there are enemies in it, because nothing will attack you. I don't know how you're supposed to lose. It is a game made strictly for babies, which sucks because I keep getting the baby games. Everyone keeps making me review the games made for babies. Graphically, this game could be impressive, but Nintendo sent me broken DS goggles. My DS didn't work right. What else is new? Way to go with technology. This game could be cool for you, not for me. It's not scary. Again, boring. Could be good for you. if you're a loser. I'm not a loser though, so chew on it, Square.
Alright, so let's check out what this thing has on board. I don't see Picto Chat. That's a good sign. Still got some Wi-Fi's. That's good. Need a couple of those. Earlier, I was dipping around with this target shooting game that you play through the camera. See, like I said before, it projects the targets into the real world, and you're supposed to hit them and tilt the camera and stuff. But you know, they kind of fucked up, and when you do that, it doesn't really look too good. I mean, Nintendo generally is for babies now, so baby steps, I guess. I mean, the graphics aren't that great, so I don't really see why you'd want it to be 3D, because, I mean, if the flat 3D isn't that good, then the real 3D is only kinda good. That's simple mathematics! I don't know, maybe I'm being too hard on it. I mean, the fact that this is the first man-made piece of technology that truly manipulates the third dimension is insane! I mean, think about what that could mean for the future of gaming. You know, our sons, or their sons' sons, could be shooting terrorists in the face in 3D. It's like the second best thing to actually doing it, and you're still technically gaming.
Pilotwings Resort is one of Nintendo's launch titles for their brand new 3DS handheld console. It's the first Pilotwings sequel released since Pilotwings 64 back in 1992. Because of this long gap in releases, many fans have been anticipating this game for a very long time. So let's find out if it's up to snuff. First impressions of this game are great. The controls are extremely intuitive, and I love flying fluid and free in real-time 3D. Speaking of this 3D, it works out very well for Pilotwings Resort. Being able to see depth allows you to do much more dangerous stunts and flybys than you could on a 2D screen. Early tech demos for the 3DS showed that Nintendo had fully ported over the flying segments of Wii Sports Resort over to their brand new handheld console. This was impressive, but sometime before release, Nintendo also made a fully brand new Pilotwings game for the 3DS built from the ground up. This was a good move on Nintendo's side, as to have simply ported a minigame from a minigame compilation onto the brand new handheld would have been an extremely lazy thing to do. Nintendo really impresses with this new entry in the Pilotwings series. All your favorite vehicles from the old games are back, and even 3 brand new vehicles that I haven't even unlocked yet. Each vehicle has about 3 hours worth of missions, and that's only if you do the bare minimum. If you want to get a perfect on each of these missions, you're going to be playing this game for a very, very long time. As I mentioned before, the graphics really help this game. While not as impressive as something you'll see on the PlayStation or Xbox, it's a nice break from the bright, flat-shaded style, or lack of style, that Nintendo used on their previous games. The game also features many online components that will lengthen the game's life well past your completion of it. It has online leaderboards, scoreboards. You can compare your scores to high scores around the world and with high scores between your friends. If you prefer a more hands-on approach to your multiplayer, look no further. You can also team up with 8 of your friends online and fly around completing missions or just exploring the various stages the game has to offer. The game features many stages, old classics from the N64 version, and many new ones. I've counted at least 32 stages. There's so many stages you won't be able to finish them all. Overall, Pilotwings Resort is my #1 choice for 3DS launch titles. If you're planning to get a 3DS, you definitely want to pick this one up. You won't regret it.
Something tells me I'm not the only one who wants to figure out how this thing works, right? And the best way to figure out how things work is get hands-on, yeah? So I'm gonna crack this thing open. Alright, pros, here's the setup. Everyone's got one, here's mine. No big deal. Don't be shy. Alright, so let's get started. I got the special 3DS screwdriver. It only works on the 3DS, and the 3DS only works on it. It's very rare. It's a collector's item. Hold on, I gotta take a sip. And of course, we got the 3DS, brand new, out of box, looking awesome. So yeah, let the surgery begin. Let's do this shit. Alright, hold on. I can't find the cameras. The cameras are really well hidden. You know, really well designed on Nintendo's part. This thing's got 2 whole monitors, as expected from the big end. Alright, I think I stumbled upon the hardcores distributor. Let's just get a poke at it. See if we can get out of this thing. Hold on. Yeah! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now that's hardcore. Moving along, we have the, oh. Shit. Alright, 1 second. Yeah, 1 second. Core of the 3DS itself. Now if you look back here, very closely. Shit. Oh shit. That's not. Wait. God damn it! That's the 3DS. I can't find the 3D, but it's in there. This might be some kind of science beyond my understanding. I was thinking maybe this was some sort of black magic, but you know, Dark Gamer knows more about that stuff than I do. So,
Hey guys, it's Gamer Glab here, doing the talk about Tom Hanks's Splinter Bump. This is the new Splinter Snack for the 3DS. It's an all new game, straight out of Tom Hanks's book. That is a glitch I've been having in every shooting game I've been playing recently. Whenever I go to shoot my gun, hot dogs come out. This game's sounds are pretty good, and I can take them with me. It sounds like I'm on the extreme tactical battlefield wherever I go with the 3DS and Tom Hanks's Splinter Bob. For such a small game on such a small console, this game's hard difficulty and graphics are pretty high up there.
so here's the final verdict. The 3D part, pretty cool. The DS part, not pretty cool. The portable aspect's alright. I mean, you got 3D, and you can take the 3D wherever you want. I mean, that means 3-dimension in your everyday life. Pretty cool. But it's still a DS. And you know what that means? I gotta give it some credit though. If you remember, when I was doing my autopsy, I broke into a huge stockpile of hardcores. But it's up to Nintendo as to whether or not they want to use those hardcores. All in all, I see a tool of great potential, and also a tool of no potential at all. Is Nintendo gonna step up to the bat, or is this gonna end up another console made for babies? Only time can tell, but until then, I'm gonna remain optimistic. Welcome to the Best Gamers Review for the 3DS. Here you got the scene select. You click whoever you want to click to watch their part of the video. Or you click nothing, and you can just watch the video normally. That's what I do.